Good morning students, myself Dr. Rajendra Kalamkar, Associate Professor, Chandrup Dakle Jain College of Commerce, Srirampur. Today we will learn the subject Business Mathematics and Statistics, which is introduced by the Savitribai Phule Pune University for first year BCom. Here in this subject, that is Business Mathematics and Statistics, the unit first is Interest and Annuity. In this topic, we have to learn the meaning of interest, then simple interest, compound interest, the present value and future value, then equated monthly installment or annuity. Equated monthly installment is a part of annuity. First, we learn here what is interest and simple interest. We know that interest means when a person borrows some amount of money from other person or institution, to the borrower has to pay some charge to the lender for the use of money, and this charge is called interest. When a person borrows some amount of money from other person or institution, borrower has to pay some charge to the lender, and this charge is called interest. Interest is depends upon three things: principal, rate of interest, and term. Here principal means that amount which is taken as a loan is called principal. The amount which is taken as a loan, or borrowed as a loan. Interest means if principal is ₹100, then at the end of the year, the amount paid as a charge for the use of money. For the use of money at the end of the year. And this charge is called rate of interest. If the principal amount is 100 and at the end of the year the amount paid for the use of money of ₹100, and this charge is called rate of interest. For example, here 7% per annum. It means rate of interest is 7, and at the end of the year we have to pay the charge of ₹7 on 100. Okay. Then term means every principal is given on a loan for a definite period. That period is called term. Every principal is given on loan for a definite period, period, definite period, which is called term. Term means the period for use of the principal amount, and amount means after a definite period, at a definite rate of interest, the sum of the principal and interest received is called amount. Here amount means after a definite period, at a definite rate of interest, definite rate of interest, the sum of the principal, the sum of the principal and interest received is called amount. Here interest means when a person borrows some amount of money from other person or institution, borrower has to pay some charge for the use of money to the lender, and this charge is called interest. Interest depends on three things: principal, the amount which is taken as a loan or borrowed as a loan, or the rate of interest means if the principal is 100, at the end of the year the amount paid for a use of money of rupees 100 is called rate of interest. And term means every principal is given on a loan for a definite period, which is called term. And lastly, amount means after a definite period at a definite rate of interest, the sum of money, the sum of principal and interest received is called amount. Okay, then for the next term, simple interest. Simple interest. Simple interest. When interest is charged on original principal, whatever the term may be, ever the term may be, then the interest so obtained is called simple interest. Okay, see again here, simple interest means when interest is charged on original principal whatever the term may be, then the interest so obtained is called simple interest. For example, here principal, then term, rate of interest, and simple interest. If the principal is amount rupees 10,000, term for first year, rate of interest is 10%, then the simple interest is rupees 1,000. In the second year, the original interest is obtained on original principal, whatever the term may be. Then in the second year, we also charge interest on the original principal of rupees 10,000. In the second year, the interest will be 1,000. Or in the third year, the interest is rupees 1,000. At the end of the 3 years, the total interest obtained on rupees 10,000 for 3 years at the rate of 10% is rupees 3,000. Okay. For the formula purpose, we use some notations in simple interest. Here, in simple interest, principal remains same every time. If P denotes principal, P denotes the principal, then N denote the term in years, denotes the term in years. Then R denotes rate of interest percent per annum. R denotes the rate of interest percent per annum. Rate of interest percent per annum. Then I denote the simple interest. I denotes simple interest. Simple interest. For the formula purpose, we use some notations in the simple interest. We know that simple interest means when interest is charged on original principal, whatever the term may be, then the interest so obtained is called simple interest. And for the formula purpose, P denotes principal, N denotes term in year, R denotes rate of interest percent per annum, and I denotes the simple interest. Then the formula for simple interest is I is equal to PNR upon 100. Formula for simple interest for simple interest. Formula for simple interest. Here I is equal to PNR upon 100. I is equal to PNR upon 100. P is the principal, N means the term in years, and R is the rate of interest percent per annum. When we obtain amount, then amount is equal to principal plus interest. Principal plus interest. We can calculate amount directly A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus NR upon 100. When we calculate the amount directly, then use the formula of amount in simple interest. A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus NR upon 100. See again here, we learn first what is interest. Interest means when a person borrows some amount from other person or institution, and borrower has to pay some charge to the lender for the use of money, and this charge is called interest. There are two types of interest, simple interest and compound interest. Here we learn first simple interest, and simple interest means when interest is charged on original principal, whatever the term may be, then the interest so obtained is called simple interest. We know that the interest is depend on the principal amount, term and rate of interest, and for the formula purpose we use some notation, that is I is the simple interest, P denotes principal, N denotes term in years, R denotes rate of interest percent per annum. And if we find amount is equal to principal plus interest, and A is equal to P into, when we calculate amount directly, then amount is equal to principal into bracket 1 plus NR upon 100. We take some examples on simple interest. Please write down the example. First example, if the simple interest, example first, find the simple interest find the simple interest on rupees 60,000 at 7% per annum, at 7% per annum for 5 years. For 5 years. Okay. See again here, find the simple interest on rupees 60,000 at 7% per annum for 5 years. Here in this example we have given P, that is principal amount, is rupees 60,000. Okay. Then N, that is term in years, 5 years, N is equal to 5, and R is equal to rate of interest percent per annum, that is 7% per annum, R is equal to 7. Then we find the simple interest using the formula of simple interest, I is equal to PNR upon 100, PNR upon 100. Okay. Then here P is equal to 60,000 into N, that is 5, into R 7 upon 100. Then we make simple calculation, 600 into 5 into 7, the interest obtained on 60,000, we use the simple calculation, 600 into 5 into 7, 21,000, 21,000. Simple interest is rupees 21,000. Okay. Then take the next example. Find the simple interest on rupees. Find the simple interest on rupees 17,500 at 6% per annum for 5 years. For 5 years. 5 years. Find the simple interest on rupees 17,500 at 6% per annum. Okay. In this example, we have given here P is equal to rupees 17,500. N is equal to 5 years and R is equal to 6% per annum, that is 6. Using the formula of simple interest, I is equal to PNR upon 100. Here principal is rupees 17,500 into N 5 into R 6 upon 100. Then after making simple calculation, the simple interest will be rupees 175 into 5 into 6, 5,000 rupees, 5,250. 5,250. And if we have to calculate amount, then A is equal to P plus I. It means here principal is rupees 17,500 plus interest 5,250. Then the total amount is rupees 22,750. Amount is rupees 22,750. Then take the next example on simple interest. A sum of money, write down the example. A sum of rupees 4,800. A sum of rupees 4,800 amounted to rupees 6,240 in certain period. In certain period. If the rate of simple interest, if the rate of simple interest is 12% per annum, find the period. Find the period. Okay. In this example, we have given here P is equal to rupees 4,800. Okay. A sum of rupees 4,800 amounted to rupees 6,240. It means here A is equal to 6,240 in certain period. Therefore, we have to find period term. If the rate of interest or rate of simple interest is 12% per annum, and we have to find term, that is n, term in years, term in years. Simply first, we using the formula, simple formula, that is I is equal to, according to the given figure, I is equal to amount minus principal. And here amount is rupees 6,240 minus principal 4,800. Then the interest will be rupees 6,240 minus rupees 6,240 minus 4,800, that is rupees 1,440. When we use the formula of simple interest, interest is equal to PNR upon 100. Here interest is rupees 1,440 is equal to P, that is 4,800 into N, we have to obtain N, into R, that is 12% upon 100. Okay, then using simple calculation, here 1,440 is equal to 48 into 12 into N. 48 into 12, that is 576 N. And here the relation between your multiplication. Then N is equal to 1,440 divided by 576, and N is equal to 1,440 divided 576, that is 2.5 years. N is equal to 2.5 years. And then we take the last example. Here a sum of money double itself. A sum of money double itself in 6 years. Find the rate of interest. Find the rate of interest. Rate of simple interest. See here, a sum of money double itself in 6 years. Find the rate of simple interest. Let here P is the principal. A sum of money, that is P. Here double itself, it means after completion of term, the principal and interest will be same. Therefore, A is equal to 2P. And N is equal to 6. We have to obtain rate of interest, simple interest. By using the formula of amount, A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus NR upon 100. Here A is equal to 2P is equal to P into bracket 1 plus N, that is 6 into R upon 100. Then we cancel here P. then 2 minus 1 is equal to 6r upon 100. 6r upon 100. Here 1 is equal to 6r upon 100, and r is equal to cross multiplication. R is equal to 100 upon 6. Therefore, here 100 upon 6, that is 66.66%. 100 upon 6. 100 divided by 6. That is 66.66%, the rate of interest. Okay, thank you. In the next lecture we see the compound interest.